Hi, and welcome to Preview. My name is Guy Giampapa. Preview.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cue Guy.
Hi, and welcome once again to Preview. Before we start the show, I just want to talk about the annual awards that Stoughton Media Access gave out a couple of weeks ago. These awards were given to the volunteers who really worked hard the year that has gone by. And by the way, I was one of the recipients, but it was a great time and everybody had a ball. And I just thank Stoughton Media for all their work. They're tremendous. Well, let's get on with the show. The Walpole Footlighters chose to close the 2015-16 season with You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, based on the comic strip created by Charles Schulz. This happy and beloved musical is a wonderful show with an excellent cast of characters. Everyone is perfect, from Ken Goldner as Charlie Brown himself to the crabby Lucy, portrayed perfectly by Heather Vieira. Everyone's favorite dog, Snoopy, is played by Luke Witherell. Snoopy lies on top of his doghouse as he attacks the Red Baron. Patrick Murphy is Linus with his blanket. Richie DeJesus is Schroeder on the piano, and everyone's favorite veteran, Elaine Sheffield Bono, is his sister Sally. Thanks to the expert direction of Stephen Lee, who also created the choreography, this charming musical rates high on the list of Footlighters productions. Dan Sheehan and Stephen Lee created a simple yet effective set. Music director Danielle Klauger sustained the mood with her piano playing. Congratulations, Footlighters. You created a lovely and happy look at a beloved comic strip. Well, now it's time for our guest. We have the very lovely and gracious and charming young lady by the name of Shonna Cirone. Now, I know Shonna because Shonna won an Ernie for doing Ragtime at Fiddlehead a couple of years ago, and now she's starring in this new production of Showboat at the Showboat Theatre. Welcome to our show,
Thank
Shonna.
you.
It's so nice to have you here.
Oh,
again.
thanks. It's nice to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you remembered me.
Oh, no surprise.
No, I'm only kidding. But what role are you playing in Showboat?
I'm in the ensemble, so it'll be a lot of different roles because
Okay.
the show spans a lot of years. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a lot of different parts, and it'll be an exciting ensemble track to do.
How about the songs? What do you think about the songs in that show?
Oh, I love this score. I did the show in 1999 in the
Yeah.
ensemble as well, and I'd say that was one of the best parts of the show, is getting to sing that music, because
Yes.
it's a lot of shows now. I love shows now too. A lot of them are more pop
Yeah.
and a different style. So it's really fun when you get to do an old-fashioned musical and sing. You so rarely get to sing like that.
And you get songs that you remember when you leave the theater.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, those were all popular songs.
Yeah.
We hummed them or sang them all the time.
I know, and a lot of people, I think, don't realize some of the songs that come from shows like Showboat.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
standards, but they're from
Yeah.
the story.
That's a unique show. When that was produced in 1927, I believe, Jerome Kern and Oscar Hammerstein. Up to that time, we didn't have dramatic musicals. We had the operettas, Rudolph Frimmel, Victor Herbert, and that stuff. And we had the scatterbrain musicals, that had no plot at all.
Right.
But then Showboat came along, and it was adapted from Edna Ferber's book.
Right.
And it created a sensation. And people really took it to heart. I mean, they loved it. But nothing happened after that until about, I think, 1942, when Rodgers and Hammerstein came out with South Pacific. And that was really the start of the dramatic musicals. And look where we've gone from there. I mean, you can name, on your two hands, you can name them all. I mean, there were so many beautiful ones, and they're still going strong today.
Yeah.
And you're part of all that. I mean, when you did Ragtime and you played the mother, to me, that was, you topped your career.
Oh.
I mean, you won an Ernie for that, and that really put you on top. I mean, I think
thank you.
up to that time, you were always a great actress, and you still are.
Oh, thank you.
And in the words of Beverly Creasy, I'm so happy for her.
Oh.
And I agree with her.
Thank you.
But tell me, how did you start all this in acting? When did it start?
It depends what you consider. I guess I probably started in my living room when I was like 3, watching Pirates of Penzance, but
Really?
officially high school. I definitely made people watch the things I performed, like the Cyndi Lauper and Pirates, and when I was little. But in high school, I started doing theater officially.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your first show?
It was a play in community theater, and it was called Anybody for Tea. It was a one act, and we all were high school girls playing like 80-year-old women, and it was a comedy.
Must be a lot of fun.
It was really fun. And then after that, I did A Christmas Carol at my high school, and my first musical after that was Anything Goes at my high school.
Anything Goes?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a lot
boy.
of fun.
That's a great musical.
Yeah,
You know, and
it
the
is.
songs that came out of that are fantastic.
Yep,
you
and
know.
I've done it a couple times since then, but it really is it's just a fun show.
Yeah.
It's so silly, and to talk about standards that you don't realize are from
Yes,
something
yeah,
that's
and
full of
that's
them.
one of them.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. So, but when did you get first big break to go into commercial theater?
Well, that year I worked at Regal. Then it was called Regal Players. In high school, I did all summer, but I went to school in New York for theater, and then I came back here and got a full-time job and went back to community theater, and then I got laid off, and couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do, and wasn't really happy with any of the corporate jobs I had. And then my husband, who's also an actor, said, why don't we give this a try one more time? Well, not one more time. Why don't we give this a try and you go audition for things in Boston, see what happens? And that next season I got Candide at the Huntington, and I haven't looked back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fun job for sure. I'm very lucky.
And you just rolled along since then.
Yeah, I do
boy.
other stuff too to keep myself
Yeah.
busy, but
You're currently doing a show now up in, where are you doing this show?
Next Door Theater in Winchester.
Okay,
I'm doing
in Winchester, yeah.
a little night music. I'm playing Charlotte.
Okay, yeah. So you're a pretty busy baby.
Sometimes I try to keep busy,
Yeah.
or else
What do you do in your spare time?
I also teach Zumba.
You do?
Yep.
Wow. Tell me about that. I've heard of it before, but I've never really got into it.
Yeah,
What's that all about?
It's a really fun. It's an aerobics class.
Yeah.
It's group fitness, and it's fun because you don't have to worry about anything really. You have an hour to just have fun and dance and just follow the instructor, and it's they try to make it like a party.
Yeah.
And it's all different kinds of music. There's some popular music. There's a lot of salsa, merengue, and it's a really fun job. And I meet so many great people. I was gonna say so many great women. It's mostly women. We do have men that come
Yeah.
too, but a lot of them, a group of them come to the theater to see my shows too. And it's just you create a little family, a lot like theater. You create
Well,
a
that's
little.
a nice feeling, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky in all of my jobs. I really love everything I do.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I met you, you were very quiet.
Oh.
When you were doing Ragtime.
Yeah.
We did an interview with you and several members of that cast. But
I think I was nervous.
were you shy?
Yes. But now I'm by myself, so I have to talk.
Okay, so you got the whole thing now. It's all yours. The spotlight's on you.
Or else it'd be very boring if I didn't say anything.
No. What's your favorite show?
Oh, I don't know. It depends. It changes so much. I have to admit that I just saw Hamilton, and I've been listening to that a lot.
Oh.
I know it's very cliche, but that's what I've been currently listening to. But honestly, Ragtime is one of my favorite shows. I love the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
just
cute
every
show.
category of show I feel like I have a different
Yeah.
one, because it's hard to pick just one.
I'm surprised that you mentioned Hamilton. You haven't seen it, have you?
I did.
You saw it? You're kidding.
Oh, it was so good. Yeah.
Did you steal the tickets?
No, we came by them honestly, but
Really?
it was really wonderful.
You must have bought your tickets early.
Yeah. Well, it was no,
Okay.
but
Okay,
we
cut.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We it was a last minute
Yeah.
treat to ourselves.
Oh, how nice.
It was wonderful.
That's coming to Boston, in 2018.
Yeah, I will try again to see it
Yes,
because it was,
yeah,
it
and you
was
will,
very
you
good.
will.
Yeah, and I know it'll be tough to get the seats,
Yeah.
but it's worth it. It was
I
great.
understand it's been nominated for 16 Tonys.
Yeah, they deserve all
It'll
of them.
probably win 16
Yeah.
too.
I know,
I just
right?
feel sorry for all the other people who are nominated because I don't think any of them are
I
going
know,
to
and there's
do
some
it.
great shows this year too. That
I know,
Waitress
yes.
and Color Purple, and
Yes, yeah.
and I saw She Loves Me as well, and that was wonderful. And it's we're so lucky right now. There's so many good shows and so many in such a variety. So many new shows and so many wonderful revivals. We're lucky right now. We're in a good time for live theater, I think.
Do you agree with me when I say that in the past maybe 15 years, Boston has really come up in theater?
I think
I mean,
so.
it's exciting.
Yeah, we have used to know how many theaters we have total, but I mean, it's unlike any other place, I think. Like when I went to school, people were surprised that about, when we chatted about what theater was like in our states or our towns, and it was very clear that we have something very special here. A lot of opportunity for theater goers, for actors, and it's a great place to be, I think.
I mean, all the theaters that have sprung up in that time.
Yeah, a lot of Fringe.
Yeah, I mean, look, Huntington's been on, what, 20 years probably? I mean, they're doing beautiful. Speakeasy, Lyric.
Yeah.
And of course, the downtown theaters, Broadway in Boston, the City Center, Wang and Schubert.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. I think it was someone who was the gentleman who runs the Wang Theater. It's funny, I can't think of his name at the moment. Had convinced Mayor Menino that theater in Boston brings in more revenue than all the sports combined in the city.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I guess that's a true fact. I mean,
that's great.
Yeah, that is.
Especially
I mean,
that says a lot because Boston.
It does tell you a lot.
Sports.
Yeah, and it tells you the theater really is alive. It's alive and kicking.
Great.
Well, you're at a peak now doing Showboat.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful show, a beautiful score. We have a wonderful production team, and I don't know. Like I said, we haven't started rehearsing yet. But the people that I know in the cast are so talented. I'm so excited to get to work with some of them. Some of them for the first time, some of them again, which is lovely. I think we're going to have something very special.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And you've worked with Stacey Stevens before.
I actually
in
haven't.
Ragtime.
No.
You didn't work with him before?
No, he wasn't involved in Ragtime. I've seen things he's done.
Wasn't he? Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. I think. Yeah, he had gone to New York, or he was on the road with Wicked at the time.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah, he really is a very busy guy and a very talented guy.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, what he does with his costumes.
Oh, they're
he's
beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah, I got to see a couple of them in progress yesterday, and I can't wait to see everything all together.
Yeah, this is a period piece, isn't it, Showboat? Yeah.
Yeah, in many periods.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It spans something like 30 or 40 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have an exciting time. It's different styles of music, different styles of dress.
Yeah. Right up to the modern time. Showboat. Lincoln Center did Showboat about, my gosh, it must be 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
But then that production came to Boston, and I saw it, and it was the first time I had seen Showboat, but I fell in love with it.
Yeah, and it was
So
a beautiful
beautiful
version of it too. I know there are a lot of versions. I think that's the version we're doing as
Oh, good,
well.
good,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. The arrangements are great. I think it's a good balance of characters. I was talking to the woman who plays Parthy, and she has a lot to do, which is good because it's an important character. And in some versions, they've kind of downplayed her. So I think we've got the best possible version of the script, I think.
Did you have you seen either of the two movies of Showboat?
I saw the one with Howard Keel, right? And
that was the last one with Ava Gardner.
that's the one I saw. Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like 1948 or something.
Yeah, I
quite a while ago.
don't remember a ton about it.
Yeah.
I remember that it was a lot different. I think I watched it probably in preparation for when I did it last time.
Oh, okay.
And then I remember being like, oh, this is much different than.
There was another version in 1936 with Irene Dunn.
Oh.
Irene Dunn, and who else was in that? No, I don't remember. But she was the principal character in that show. And I thought of the two film versions, that was the better.
Oh, I have to watch
Even
that
though
one
it
then.
was old and it was black and white.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
And it's quite kind of antique-y looking because it was aged. I mean, it was old.
Yeah.
But everything was intact, so it was well done.
I'll have to
But
look for it.
the Howard Keel version was good.
Yeah,
and
what
we
a
had some good
voice.
people in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad you got to see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think whenever you do a show that's been adapted to movies, I think it's a good idea to see the movie, not to copy it,
Oh, yeah.
but to understand the entire production better.
Yeah, it's
You know.
interesting to see. Sometimes I prefer the movie versions of some shows, and sometimes
Yeah.
I don't. And it's it's interesting to see what they have to do to make it work on film.
Yes,
Because, a lot of times you really have to change a lot of things. And
yeah, well, it's
they
two
work,
different
sometimes they don't.
mediums. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting too, because when you see a show on the stage, say The Pajama Game, which was a wonderful show, and then it went into the movies, and it was good. I mean, they put Doris Day in it instead of the gal that played it on Broadway, and the dance sequences with I can't think of her name now. The girl who played it, she did it on Broadway, and then she did it in the movie version. It was much too long.
Yeah.
They just overplayed it, and it sort of spoils it in a way. But it's I don't want to knock it, because I think it's great that Broadway shows become films.
Absolutely. Well, they reach more people that way.
That's
and
true, they
some
do.
People might, like I said, we're fortunate here, but not everybody has a lot of theater where they are, so that's how they
True.
see it.
But something that's changed in the past few years. I mean, it used to be from Broadway to movies. Now it's movies to Broadway.
Yeah.
Legally Blonde, for one.
Right.
It's a movie first, and then they adapt it for the
That's
stage.
true, yeah.
But that's okay too. I enjoy that.
Yeah,
either
that's
way.
a fun show, actually.
So when are they going to do Ragtime?
I know, I'm surprised.
I wonder if they ever would.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a big, big show.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's been adaptations of the book, without music,
Yeah.
into the movies. But yeah, I don't know
It's
how they would do it.
there are a few shows like that. Some are exceptional. My Fair Lady became a great success in movie Sound of Music. I mean, you couldn't do it any better.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's because the stage versions are perfect, and you can't deal with perfect. You can't make it better. So they just go along with it the way it was.
Well, I remember something like Sound of Music. We did it in high school, and people were surprised at how different the two were, not realizing how much they changed. And both versions are good and valid. And
did you see the recent production in Boston?
no, I didn't get to.
Oh, it was lovely. This girl that auditioned for the role of Maria, I think is going to be a star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she really did a nice job with it.
Great.
It was a beautiful production. But when you have a good show, you can't hate it. You can't. It's impossible.
Right.
That's why I love Ragtime.
Yeah.
Because it's
that's
such a great
wonderful show.
And the book, I read the book a couple of years before I saw the Broadway version. But I wondered if that would ever become a film.
Yeah, I don't know. The two productions on Broadway closed kind of soon, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But they were wonderful. Which is so confusing. But yeah, I don't know, or who it would be. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, which is crazy because it's like I said, it's one of my favorite shows.
Well, hopefully it'll come back as a stage play again.
Yeah.
I mean, New Rep did that a few years ago.
Yeah.
I missed that production, but
Yeah, I didn't.
But I saw the one that you folks did at Fiddlehead, and then I saw the Broadway version at the Colonial.
Oh, yeah.
But, well, theater is alive and kicking, as I said before. There's nothing we can do about that. Oh, what are your plans for the future?
Just keep
Just
plugging
one day at a
along.
time?
Yeah, we're kind of in the heart of audition season in Boston, so I've been going to as many as I can, and just planning out the rest of the year. I do a Christmas Carol. So it'll be my third year at the Hanover Theatre in Worcester.
Okay.
It's a lovely way to spend Christmas. It's a great group of people.
Yeah.
And other than that, just trying to figure out the rest of the season. So I'm happy that Showboat starts so soon because we start rehearsing in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a great way to spend the summer.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And you've worked with our director, Mike Hammond.
Yeah, we caroled together. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy, very talented.
He really is,
Yeah.
really and truly. Yeah.
Beautiful voice.
Well, he's doing Hairspray at Norwood. In I guess in a couple of weeks in June.
Oh, cool. I'll have to go see that.
Gotta go see that.
Yeah. That's a great show. Another one, movie first.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, from movies to
right.
Theater.
And then now it'll be on TV. soon.
That's right. Yeah,
They're auditioning for that. They had like a crazy turnout, I guess, in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
What else can I say? I mean, I love theater. I love movies. I love theater. But I'm not an actor. I could never do it. I did once when I was, I think I was 20 years old. just about, 20. I was just out of the service, and we had, there was an organization called the Boston Catholic Theatre,
Okay.
and they did productions at the New England Mutual Hall. And I thought, at that time, maybe theater, I might like to get involved with that. So I went in, and I had a walk-on part. I had to go on stage and buy a newspaper and put the coin down and then go off stage. But then the theater folded after that. So I don't know if I had anything to do with that.
Probably not. Probably unrelated.
But that was the beginning and end of my theater career.
Well, not really. You're just in a different aspect.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, now I'm a theater critic, and
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
I love theater. I love being there. I love talking about it. I love talking to people like you. I think that's wonderful.
Oh,
You know, it's so nice to have when an actress comes in, and I get to talk to them. I get to know them, and it gets to be so personal.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
No, and it's fun to come back and, you know.
Well, I'm so glad to hear
revisit.
that. You know, yeah. This is your second visit, and hopefully there'll be more.
Hopefully, yes. I hope so, too.
Well, what else can I say? You know.
Oh, yeah.
I understand you also sing with a band.
I do, yeah.
When
I
do you find the time?
We don't practice that much because it's a cover band. We don't perform that often.
Yeah.
It's really just for fun. It's a group of guys I went to high school with.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, it's really, we just have a good time. And we usually play the night before Thanksgiving because a lot of people are home to visit their families, so we get to see a lot of old friends. We'll do, some fundraisers for people because, it's not, all of us have other jobs and other things, but that means that the other jobs and the other things and the kids keep us from playing a lot, which is fine. It's very low stress,
What's the name of the band?
Close enough.
Close enough?
Yes.
How many are in the band?
There's 5 of us.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So do you don't play an instrument, do you?
Tambourine.
Okay.
That's it.
Well,
That's all I can handle.
well, that's an instrument.
Yeah.
Is your husband involved in that?
No, he's an avid supporter.
Oh, that's good.
He comes to see us, but yeah.
Well, what if I want to come see you? Where do I go? What do I do?
We have a Facebook page.
Oh, you do?
Close
Okay.
Enough, yeah. And I think that if you go to closeenoughRocks.com, I believe that brings you to the Facebook page.
CloseEnoughRockstar.com.
Oh, just CloseEnoughRocks.com.
Okay. Well, that's easy enough to
and
remember.
and you can find it on Facebook
Yeah.
pretty easily. Yeah, we don't play that often, but we have a good time when we do. It's a big range of music and types, and it's a lot of fun.
But that doesn't interfere with your theater work.
No, we're pretty good about scheduling around each other and ourselves and our, extra, our family things. And one of our members is a photographer, a very talented photographer, so he travels a lot. So that's why we don't play that often, but it's fun when we do.
God, you're a girl, a jack of all trades. You really, truly are. Well, I guess we're running out of time here. I'm so glad that you came today.
Oh, me too.
And I wish
Thank
you the
for
best of
having me.
luck in
Thank
Showboat.
you.
And I'll be in the audience rooting
good.
for you.
Oh, good.
So,
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
They say break a leg, but I say ham it up.
Okay.
Yeah, Shonna, so wonderful to see
Thank
you
you for
again.
having me.
Thanks. Well, that's our show for this time, folks. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.